We are now streaming on YouTube. What is going on, YouTube? What's going on, everybody? And you guys will get your questions answered as well in the Zoom chat. Give me a second. There it is. All right. All right. Upload thumbnail. Here we go. I'm done. All right. So today we're going to be talking about the FOMC meeting and what's going on in the market. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. Let's just get right into it. So long story short, what we have is the FOMC meeting, right? So very, very simple and straightforward. The reason why I put the title, I'm selling everything if this happens, because this is the most important variable to take into consideration. The Federal Reserve, it's as simple as that. The Federal Reserve has the answers, and they just go and tell people, and here's the dates. So you guys can, by the way, you should know this. At first, I could not find it. All you have to do is Google search FOMC meeting, come over here to the Fed, and you can literally see their decisions right here. You click the PDF, and we can see on the main website, in support of its goals, the committee decides to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate. They're going to keep it the same. So they're maintaining the target range. Basically, what they're saying is they're doing nothing, right? So they're not increasing interest rates or they're not decreasing interest rates. It's 5 1/4 to 5 1/2. Now, the first thing I wanted to dive into is, okay, we knew they were going to do this. Like, I was pretty confident they were going to do this. But how long are they going to do it for? Like, when are they going to start printing? Like, what's the chances, right? So I want to look into this specifically. The S&P 500, and I want to look at basically all of their decisions. So for the people that are new here, I just got to explain it. Long story short, the S&P 500 is very much correlated to Bitcoin. They're both considered risk-on assets. So they're in the same bucket. They're in the same category. A risk-on asset is basically an asset that has a little bit more risk than a risk-off asset, right? Simple as that. It appreciates by larger percentages and also depreciates by it's higher risk, high reward, right? So the S&P 500 is the longest indicator we have. It's basically all of the stock market put together. It's basically an index of the top 500. You can't say internet companies, but a lot of them are internet companies. Like if you look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, that's more of like industrial companies. But this is like internet futuristic type businesses. And that's why I believe this is the best indicator, because cryptocurrency is what? It's internet currency, right? So if you look at Bitcoin versus the S&P 500, there's a lot of correlation. But the problem with Bitcoin, when I was making this chart, when I was color coding this chart, is that you could only go back to 2010, 2011. So it doesn't really give us a history of what the Federal Reserve is doing, right? So what I want to do is I want to find a risk-on asset, right? Specifically a risk-on asset, and I want to find what the Federal Reserve has done, and then look at their decisions in comparison to the asset prices. So this is where I go to the S&P 500. So right here, just to put it straightforward for you, the green is when they increase interest rates. So increasing interest rates is when they made it more expensive to borrow money. This is how the money printer works. There's a money printer. Money comes out of it, but not literally. It comes out of it because people take out loans. The reason why people take out loans is because it's cheaper to take out a loan. If you have a friend, right, and your friend loans you $100 and says, hey, give it back to me in 100 days at 10% interest, versus another friend that's like, hey, give it back to me in 100 days versus 1% interest, you're going to go with the friend with 1% interest because it's cheaper. So it's the same thing with the Federal Reserve. They increase or decrease interest rates, and then all the asset prices move according to that, right? Straightforward. I know some of you know this, but I'm going to elaborate deeper, right? There's stuff that I haven't talked about, right? So right here, we have, this is the 2000s. This is the 2000s. And you see that we have a top, and the market came down in a substantial way. So this is not a little way. This is not like this. That's a little way. So we're talking about a big drop, right? You guys see that? Everybody see that? Put ones in the chat if you guys understand what I'm saying, the difference between a big drop and a little drop. Let me pull up in the chat box here. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, This is in my groups. My groups get to answer the questions. I just wanted you guys to view it, to be a part of the team, so you guys can see what's going on. Everybody can get accommodated. You guys get it. I'm going to be asking you guys questions, keeping you engaged every so often. Now, right here, as you can see, we have some green, some yellow, and some red. So yellow is when they did nothing. So they kept interest rates the same, kind of like where we're at right now. So right now, they've done nothing for a long period of time. As you can see, this is Bitcoin's price, and it's yellow. They've done nothing. If we go to the S&P 500, you can see that the market topped out. Let's dive a little bit deeper. You can see that the market topped out right here. And then approximately 119 days later, the Federal Reserve decided to, what's red? Red is what? Decrease interest rates. So they decreased it. There was a friend that was like, hey, 1% interest. That's what they did. They said, we're going to drop the interest rates so that more people borrow money. Now, why they did that, I have no idea. My best guess is they were scared of the market falling. So they're like, let's print now. They were scared because that's a 14% drop, and that's not that normal. I don't know why they did it. No one can really tell. But they did it. And that would have been a great indicator, because if you right there was like, okay, I'm going to sell, I'm going to fall. So the indicator is this. This is my indicator. If they print, I sell. So let's go through history and see if that works. In this case, if they printed, you would have got out near the top, and you would have saved yourself 40% drop on the S&P 500. Now, before I go into specifics and move forward, just understand Bitcoin is more exaggerated. So if the S&P 500 drops 40%, Bitcoin drops like 100, 200%. I think it's like a 3-to-1 correlation. It's like way worse. So you would have saved yourself Bitcoin a lot more falling, basically, if you would have followed this. Now, I want to explain the nature of what happens next. So it falls, right? It comes down to here, and then eventually they're printing a little bit more, but eventually it flips where they're doing nothing with interest rates low. So interest rates are low. It's usually like 1 to 2%, and then they do nothing. They keep it low because they want the money printer to keep going. So they understand that just because they lower interest rates doesn't mean they push the button and then a whole bunch of money flies out. I want you to understand the nature of how this works. You have to understand the nature. Very important. When they drop interest rates to 0, or when they drop it low, it takes time. It takes time for the money to continue to print, right? It takes time over a long time horizon of everybody, pulling out loans, pulling out loans, pulling out loans. And then that eventually reverses the market into a bull run. Hear me out. Listen, right now, take notes. This is what you take notes on. It takes time. Everybody on the internet is correct. They're all telling the truth. They're saying the truth. Yes. When their money printer goes burr, we go into a full-on Ponzi scheme bull run. They're correct. But it takes time. They don't have the timing correct. They think it's going to happen overnight. And the news outlets finesse your endorphins, and they make you feel like there's a shiny object, and you get FOMO and get wrecked. That's what they do. That's the point of the media, to get your attention. That's what they're doing very well. And it basically messes up the perception of what's really going on. So over time, when the interest rates were low, that's what led us into a full-on bull run again. That's what happened, right? And we see the green here of them increasing interest rates. Why do they increase interest rates? Who can answer that in the comment section? Who wants to speak up? Why do they increase interest rates? I want to know. You guys ever seen that TikTok? I want to know. I want to know why they increase interest rates. Raise your hand if you can answer that confidently. Let's see. All right. Ask on mute. What you got, Andres?
They are going to print more money, so sorry.
This is increased interest rates.
There's increased rates because they don't want to people start grabbing more money, because they want the assets start valuing, right?
But why? Why do they don't want people to take out loans? Why do they want to restrict? Why? Who can answer that? Come on.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's a good try. Who got it? 101. Come on, speak up. Who's there? Nobody got it? Oh, all right, Marty got it. Oh, Marty. All right, you got it. That's what you got, Marty.
They want to reduce inflation and reduce the money supply.
There you go. That's it. That's it right there. What? Okay, so let's dive a little bit deeper. Marty, since you're here, I'm gonna grill you. Let's see what you know, if you know what you're talking about. So why do they want to decrease inflation?
Because then the currency is getting devalued. The dollar's not.
Who gets hurt?
The middle class, the working people, rent goes up, cost of groceries, gas, energy,
There's a
and
more
then
specific answer, but you're
and then
right.
people aren't going to spend as much money at stores. They're not going to buy goods and services. They're not going to be they're not going to be able to borrow money as easily because their purchasing power is decreased. The other countries are not going to want to buy the dollar because it's becoming worthless, so they're not going to be able to sell as many bonds, treasuries, things like that.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper. So basically, let's look at it like a liquidity pool, right? So you got one guy that controls the liquidity pool. He gets to choose how much coins come in and come out. He gets to choose the supply, right? So basically, it's not even about. I just want to be very clear with this definition so you guys can get the concept that lies under the concept. So there's the surface concept that will get you the grade A on your test. But then there's the thing that's under it that makes you money, right? There's a thing, the deep concept you should understand. So the actual accurate answer is the people that lose money to inflation are the ones that don't get money from the Federal Reserve. That's the people that lose money to inflation. So there's corporations out there. Let me put this over here so you guys can see it. There's corporations out there that when the money printer goes burr, they get money. They actually receive capital to bail their corporations out. So they are technically not affected by inflation. And everybody else is affected by inflation. Now, the reason why I'm saying it in this context is so you understand liquidity pools. This is the same concept. It's like identical. It's like the underlying mathematical formula. Like it's like you're in the inner circle or you're not, right? So the reason why, just bring it home, the reason why inflation's a thing is because they're printing money and nobody likes it. So the whole world's like basically like, we don't like inflation because our money is getting devalued, right? The whole world's like, we don't like inflation. This sucks. I don't like it. But they don't really they basically don't want to do it as much as possible. The whole world has a magnifying glass on them, and their goal is not to try to do this, right? So that's the gist there. Now, if we come over here, I want to dive a little bit deeper into the chart. So the whole world does not want them to increase inflation. So when they do it, it's usually an emergency event. It's usually a panic situation. So this is them being heroes, is the point I'm trying to make. So when the green gets hit, that's the story. When the green gets hit, that means they're increasing interest rates, and then they're bragging about how they're lowering inflation. So like, I'm the Federal Reserve, and I'm lowering inflation by increasing interest rates, and I'm the cool guy. Listen to me, you guys, building credibility, building credibility, building credibility. And people don't understand the history, and they actually fall victim to this type of stuff. So they're basically trying to keep their power. So if you noticed, in this context, now thinking about it in this like mental mind frame, what do they do the majority of the time? The vast majority of the time, they're increasing interest rates. The vast majority, like 99 to 1. The minority of the time, they're printing. So when everybody's like, this is what I understand. Everybody on the internet, they're saying things like, oh, when they print money, the market goes into a bull run. I get it, but like, what does the math say, right? The math says that what it looks like when the bull run's happening is that they're increasing interest rates because it shows confidence. It shows that the Federal Reserve is confident. They're very confident. And they're like, okay, we're so confident that we're going to constrict the monetary supply. So that gives everybody a sense of safety, if that makes sense. So the fact that it did nothing right now, it gave me safety. As an investor, I feel safe. I feel safe that I can buy as many assets as I possibly can. This is a long answer. I wanted to educate you guys, but it's a long answer to tell you that, hey, yes, we could buy, and this dip is just a dip. It's a small dip. And let me explain further on what that said. Marty put out a post. I want to elaborate on it. So basically, this is what we experienced. So just to get this out of people's head, we experienced a 21% dip, right? Okay, look at this. Let's actually pull open this so that we can get more. Let's keep going, right? So it's a 19% dip. That's a 20% dip. Let's actually look. That's the bear run, so it's not relevant to us. We're in a bull run, right? Let's keep looking. Look at this bull run. So the bull run started like right here, 12% dip, 21% dip. Right? I think you guys are getting the point. 31% dip. This is a normal thing in cryptocurrency. It's very normal. So if you're experiencing pain again, it's because you haven't looked back, right? We can even go further. Watch this. Dips are normal in crypto, and you have to understand this. It should not ruin your day. I know you guys, it's funny because in my group, I'm watching the school app. I didn't really get too many complaints. That means I'm doing my job. But on the internet, I saw people freaking out. So question, I wanted to like, how are you guys feeling? Like 1 out of 10. 10 means like you're in a whole bunch of pain. 1 means you feel great. Can you guys rate it for me 1 out of 10? See what we got. Just be honest. Okay, you have a 9. So Cindy, it's okay. I hope this helped you out a little bit. We have a lot of 1s though. I think you guys are getting it. This is good. I love the dips. That's good. Be real. Be honest with yourself. Because the only way to fix it is to be, you have to start off by admitting it. That's just the truth. We have a lot of low numbers here, for sure. That's good. That's really good. Hold on 1 second, guys. We're going to keep going. I want to show you guys altcoins. I'm going to show you some research too, as well as this Excel spreadsheet and things like that. It's going to be interesting. And then we're going to answer questions. All right. Let me just make sure nobody's tripping on YouTube. Everything's cool. Yeah, it looks like everything's smooth on YouTube. How's YouTube? YouTube guys, if you want your questions answered, head on over to CoinPix. Any of my groups would do. Have fun. All right, here we go. I just wanted to give you guys this because I have a limited time. I have to do like multi-dimensional answers. I have to like accommodate a lot of people. I want to make sure everybody eats. But if you want your questions answered, come into the group. All right, cool. Let's jump into it more. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was the news, because I'm pretty sure you guys seen what's going on. So we had the Bitcoin ETF and we had the ETH ETF. So maybe this was exit liquidity, right? So maybe a lot of exit liquidity came from that. I know people were talking about that. So basically Hong Kong approves these ETFs. And this is actually a big indicator for me. So I think it's a positive thing, ultimately. That's my perspective. There has been, I'm ultra bullish though. So, obviously take that with a grain of salt. But there has been like these huge events in crypto. Like, for example, the futures ETF last cycle was like the top. So don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to be ignorant, but the thing is that we just started the bull run. So if we get closer, for example, let's say, I'm gonna give you guys a hypothetical. Maybe this happened, maybe it doesn't happen. I'm gonna give you a hypothetical. Let's say we're, a year and a half into the bull run after the Bitcoin halving, and then they launch the Ethereum ETF. If that happens, I might sell all of my crypto because we're already like pretty much the halfway point in the cycle. And they just made this Ethereum ETF with a whole bunch of exit liquidity. That might make sense. That's more relevant. But the fact that they launched this ETF in the middle of the bull run, to me, is bullish because we're nowhere near done. The Bitcoin halving just started. So when I look at this news, I'll be like, okay, this might have been like probably more negative if this was like the end of the bull run timing, right? Now, just to be clear, what I'm explaining is probably a deeper concept for a lot of people. There's enter liquidity and there's exit liquidity. So when a coin gets launched on an exchange, that usually has way more liquidity. Like usually it's like CZ, which is what we're going to talk about that in the news. It's usually like CZ launches a coin on Binance and he's selling his coin to the masses in a massive amount, which usually causes the prices to decrease. So when you have an Ethereum or Bitcoin ETF, depending on the timing, it could lead to an asset price decrease because there's a lot more capital being sold, right? But in a bull run, it could have a flip effect. It could be a lot more purchased because everybody wants to buy more, okay? So, and I'm gonna go into the news and then we're gonna have some questions and then I'm gonna continue. There is a lot more I want to talk about. So let's jump into Binance. So CZ is going to prison for 4 months. And I believe there's like a $4 million lawsuit or $4 billion fine as well. So at the end of the day, I just want to kind of blanket state this. If you guys have your money on a centralized exchange, you're doing it backwards. Like every single person here, especially in my group, please. All right, I want to know. I want to know. This is why I want to talk to you guys in public. Who has their money on centralized exchanges? Put a 2 in the chat. If your money is not in a Web3 wallet, put a 2 in the chat. Please put a 2 in the chat. If I could just do the simple things right, we'll do very well. Anyone got 2? Okay, we need to, okay, this is not good. So good question. What does this mean? So I can give you guys a very straightforward answer. First off, you have to know the difference between a centralized and decentralized exchange. In Fundamental Secrets in the course, it explains it very clearly. You can actually search it. That's too many twos. Way too many twos. You guys don't know that it's really real. Like you will lose all of your money if you leave it on a centralized exchange. It's real. I mean, there's a chance you won't. But FTX exchange went down. CZ is going to prison. He's the owner of Binance, and he was the top 10 most wealthy person in the world at one point, and he's going to prison for 4 months. Think about it. And he owns a centralized exchange. So the best way you can do it is if you click Bitcoin, you come up over here, you could see right here, look, centralized exchange. Here's all the centralized exchanges. So if your money's on any of these, you have to think about getting it out. I provide you trainings in CoinPix. In all of CoinPix, you have like multiple trainings, like 5 trainings on how to get your money off of the centralized exchange, all of it. All of it. And then here's the decentralized exchange. You should have it on MetaMask or a hardware wallet. You got to learn this. If you don't learn this, like it's, nah. You should have 0. I have 0 on centralized exchanges. It's foolish. Please hear me out. So basically, just to go deeper, Binance CZ is the owner. He's the owner of Binance. He's going to prison, guys. FTX exchange went to 0, guys. Celsius went to 0, guys. Do you not remember this? Do you know FTX exchange is probably the biggest Ponzi scheme in human history? And it came from crypto. Like, I hope you like catch it. Okay, I have a question here. Go for it. What you got?
So if you're going to have your cryptocurrency on a decentralized exchange, what are you going to do to sell it where you have enough pool of liquidity to get out at a reasonable price and you're not losing value on the sell order?
So you sell it to USDC or ETH. ETH has the most liquidity, and so does USDC. Now the question is, at the time of selling, are you going to have enough liquidity to sell? Look, if you're selling the right way, nobody will be selling. Oh, somebody write that down. I'm writing that down. If you sell the right way, nobody else would be selling. Why? Like 1% of people sell the top. Like 1%. So you'll have ample liquidity. Actually, if you do it really right, like the centralized exchanges and the billionaires, you'll sell when there's a major pump. That's what they do. It's called exit liquidity. They put out an advertising campaign. Sometimes it's in the Super Bowl or some other way. It pumps, and then they sell all of their crypto. And you probably don't have enough money, like you probably don't have like that much money where you'll like end the market if you sell. So I don't think that. I think having your money on a centralized exchange is a way higher risk than what you just told me. But it's a good question. That's a good question. What did I say? I'm writing that down. That's a good one. If you sell right, nobody else will be selling. All right. Any other questions? Okay, go ahead. What's up, Andres?
Hey Alex, I was wondering, do you think that Coinbase 2 is like going to disappear in some time?
I think
Or
Coinbase is probably the only one that's actually never going to get hit, to be honest, but I still wouldn't bet on it.
okay, fine.
The
That's it.
reason why, just to give you guys some background and I'll answer the next question, Blake, the reason why is because I believe they have ties to the Federal Reserve. I believe there's a lot of people that work for the Federal Reserve that work for Circle, which is USDC, and vice versa. A lot of people with USDC work for the Federal Reserve. And they, if you look at how USDC got launched, they got launched basically with a partnership with Coinbase. So there's like huge collusion ties with all 3
Yeah.
of them. So yeah, I believe like when you look at this question, to answer this question, When you look at this, it's like, okay, will this exchange go down? You have to identify what going down means, right? So like, for example, FTX exchange went down. If you look at it, the Federal Reserve actually printed money, but they didn't give it to FTX exchange. They gave it to Silicon Valley Bank. I remember covering this. They printed money and they gave it to Silicon Valley. This is the game. So if you look at the game and money, you'll start to realize that things going down happens all the time. The question is, who's going to get saved? And then how do you get saved? You get saved by your friends. And then who's your friends, right? First off, you have to be really big. If you want to get saved, right? If you want to get a corporate bailout, right? Andreas, you want to get a corporate bailout. It's like, I lost all my money. I'm going to get a corporate bailout. This is the formula. Number one, be really big and have a lot of jobs, right? So if you go under, a lot of people get fired and it like causes an uproar, right? And number two, have friends with the Federal Reserve. If you do those two things, you'll get bailed out, okay? All right.
Thank you.
That's it right there. Go ahead, Blake. What's up?
Hey guys, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Most of my stuff's funneled through Coinbase, and I feel like that's centralized
It is.
altogether. Is that real?
Coinbase is a centralized exchange.
Right. So everything on Base as well?
Base is a layer 2. It's
Okay.
different. Base is not no. Base ecosystem is decentralized. So it's different rules of the game there. So yeah, you got to get off. Okay, look, none of this is financial advice. These are just my recommendations. This is what I do. I might sound crazy, but hey, I've been doing it for 8 years and I've seen a lot of things
No,
happen.
I want to follow. I'm just trying to figure out how to get it. I texted earlier this week and I felt crazy because I said I want to get off my Coinbase dependence.
Yeah.
And so this is what I'm trying to do. And now I have all these wallets and I can't find my funds, and you know what I mean? I'm trying to wrap my head around all this and get out of Coinbase. And yeah, so
It's good. Honestly, like I love it. Like in the gym, when you're in pain, you grow, right? So it's the same thing. You're learning how to move through Web3, which is a skill set that probably 0.001% of the world does it like has. Like no one knows this. No one knows this. No one knows this. So you're like doing great. Good job, Blake. And if you have any questions, reach out to Georgie and he will help you. He will like make sure you're accommodated. I promise. Okay. And if he doesn't, send me a DM. Where's Georgia?
open me up.
Where's Georgia? It's like send me a DM if there's anything wrong. But Georgie's good at what he does. I follow his stuff. All right, thank you.
Put me at 2.
All right, all right. All right, what's up, Marty? Want to say something? What's up, Marty?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say for Blake that Coinbase is like a way just to bring your money onto the market and that's it. Because you can, link your bank account. They have the FDIC insurance of $250K only for dollars, not for USDC. And then after that, you move it around to all the different wallets like Coinbase wallet, MetaMask, things like that. And then Alex, did you figure out Moonpay with MetaMask? Like I know you say you can link your bank account. Have you like finalized it and tried moving things back and forth?
Yeah, so I bought off Moonpay. It works perfectly fine.
Okay, so that might be the alternative route. Is if people don't want to go through Coinbase, you can just go
It's
through
the
Moonpay.
best way. It's the best way. So if you don't,
Ethereum, right? It doesn't work for the like Arbitrum or Base on there, right?
I tried one time and it didn't work, but I haven't in detail like studied it. But even if you bought it on the Ethereum network, bridge it over, it will still be significantly cheaper than anything, like for sure.
Yeah.
So like if I made a 2024 buy crypto tutorial, it would be go to MetaMask, buy it through Moonpay, and then bridge it over to your layer 2 of choice. That's what it would be. Because it's like it's so easy. Like it's actually kind of crazy. Like you guys got it good. Like back in the day, I used to have to connect my bank account to Coinbase, buy it on Coinbase, switch it to Ethereum, send it over to my MetaMask wallet. Like this is wild. Like now you can just go crazy. It's crazy. Oh, can you guys put your hands down if you don't have Blake? Did you actually have a question, Blake? Yeah, put your hands down if you guys don't have a question. I'm gonna unmute this person. You have another question? Go for it. Bernard, you have another question? Okay, no. Blake, you had another one. Okay, go for it.
Yeah, lost it. So, oh, the Moonpay. Anyone run into problems with Moonpay? It just kind of, I went through the whole process of getting lined up for it, and then it blanked me. It stonewalled me. It said I'm not available. I'm in Arizona.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to look over for alternatives to Moonpay. There are a lot. So there are a lot. There's like a whole bunch of services like that. Yeah, that happens sometimes. I don't know why they do that. I've heard that like multiple times. It's annoying, but it's a thing. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll find some more. We'll get better at this. But it worked for me, so I haven't had to make a tutorial about it. All right, I'm gonna unmute you. Go ahead and speak.
Hi, Alex, me again. Sorry to annoy you again.
Okay.
I'm really getting the details of writing down everything just for my own get my own head examples in order. Those events that you showed on a graph, you know, where it shows red, they're printing, and green, they're increasing rates. Would you have any examples what happened in the world on when they were forced to print?
So good question. That's a really good question. That's how I know you're listening. People that ask good questions, listen. All right. So basically, there's a strategy I've made. It's called timeline price analysis. And basically, what timeline price analysis does is it looks at a strategic period of time on a price chart. And then you can look at all of the major events that are around that. You could essentially like take yourself back in time and like experience it yourself.
Yeah.
So like I'm putting in systems and structures into CoinPix where I can free up my time, and I'm trying to train people to help me do this because it's a very, very detailed thing. But that's what I would do. Like, no, I have not going back to that. I mean, I did it one time, and I think those events had to do with like war. It's usually like war, or it was like the dot-com boom, like those the ones in 2000 and 2007. I believe 2007 was a dot-com boom or bubble. And so like I haven't done it extraneous, but like that would be a good video. I'm gonna write that down. Timeline price analysis on FOMC or FOMC decisions. That's a really good question. I'm gonna write that down. No, I haven't been able to dive into it yet. Sorry about that. I'm gonna write that down. If there's anything else you guys need, this is good. I love this. Thank you. All right, FOMC timeline price. All right, cool. Thank you. I'll answer that when I can. No problem. All right. Ask on mute. What you got?
Hi, Alex. I just want to ask you one question though. So, like, what parameters do you actually look for in a coin to identify if it's gonna pump or if it's gonna be a rug pull? Like, every time I go to Instagram, a new person is talking about a new coin. So that is really confusing. So I just want to understand what should be the strategy and what should a person look for in a coin, because I have recently seen there are some coins. For example, I would say like there's a meme coin named Boomer or and Norme. They recently pumped up a lot, but when I go and check for their pools, for example, liquidity and all those stuffs, I don't find any specific information. Even though, for example, this meme coin Boomer is listed on Coinbase, but still I feel that um, it's kind of a scam. So recently, for example, what happened was in my Coinbase wallet, I got like $0.01 worth of Boomer, and I
Yeah.
recently got a lot of such coins in my MetaMask wallet. I'm really, really confused if we should like what should we see, like if it's a legit coin or if it's kind of a scam. And what are your thoughts on airdrops and how should person look for airdrops in this
Yeah,
case?
so 99% of airdrops are a scam. If you get a random coin in your wallet and you didn't know about it and it wasn't public and it's not all over the news, it's probably a scam. And if you connect your wallet, have you connected your wallet to any of these websites?
So my Coinbase wallet is connected to Coinbase Exchange.
No. So what I'm talking about is like, you know how you get a random airdrop into your wallet and then you click it and you're like, oh, what is this coin? And then you go on a search and you try to find it and then you go to your main
No,
website.
as of
Okay, do
as of
not do
now,
that. Do
no,
not do
no, no. As of now, no. And I have been looking for these transactions. So recently, for example, like people have pumped a lot of coins in my wallet, MetaMask wallet. And so I do not even make any transactions or swap or do anything because I know that uh, that can screw me up. So I'm not doing any of that stuff. But let's say if
Yeah,
I have
don't
to
do
look
that.
for a meme coin or something which is listed on a, let's say, Coinbase exchange, so how do I know that this is a legit coin or if it's
Yeah,
a
so
scam?
right here, I have a research strategy. It's called fundamental analysis. So it's in your course. If you go right here before welcome to CoinPix Inner Circle, this is my master research plan. So this gives you how to break down every variable of a coin. And then I also have this is what I'm gonna do. Georgie, I don't know if you knew this, Georgie. He posted it earlier. If you take a post, Georgie, because I've posted these in the group, you could actually pin it like to the module. So like, but by the way,
Mhm.
it's right here. Just to answer your question, it's right here. Here's the checklist. Here's the master strategy. If you want to research a coin to make sure it's not a scam, you go through this. You go
So
through this.
so this checklist is available at your website or where
It's
can I
it's
find it?
it's in. Are you in CoinPix?
No, I recently reached out to you on Instagram because I was interested. So
How
since
did
you
you
were
get
doing the
the
live,
how did you get access to the Zoom?
so I guess you shared it up uh, somewhere, I guess on Instagram. So that's why I logged
I didn't
in.
share it on
I thought
Instagram.
that this is
I didn't share it on
there
Instagram.
was a link. There was a link on the Instagram.
There was no link
I
on this.
thought I thought that this is for a public event, so that's why
This
I
is not
logged in.
public. It's not public.
Okay, no, but I'll leave in that case. But thank you very much for answering this.
No problem. Yeah, we got to keep it private, man. Yeah. Hey guys, don't share the links out. Please do me that favor. Don't share links out. This is supposed to be private for CoinPix people. It's okay. He didn't know. Maybe he did know. I think he did know. I think he did. There's no other way not to know, right? Because he got the link from somewhere. Please keep this private between us. If I catch you guys sharing links, I'm gonna come for you. All right, with love. I'm gonna be like, give me a hug. Like I'm gonna hug you so you don't stop sharing links. Okay, so don't do that. Please don't do that. Keep it between us. All right, next person. Maybe he'll buy the course now. Maybe he'll be like, oh, it's in the course. What's up, man? How you doing? All right, we have another person here. Okay, I can't hear
Hello.
you. There you go. We hear you now. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, everything's fine.
What's going on? What's your question, man?
Yeah, I was just like I just wanted to know about what to say. I'm from India, so how can I purchase your thing, school.com something?
Yeah, so if you want to purchase wait, so you're not in CoinPix?
Like I was trying to do, but like my
How did
card
you
was
get my
not.
link?
You posted on your Instagram story.
I did not. I did not. Did I post? Hold on. Did one of my guys post it? One of my guys
Yeah,
put funny. This is hilarious. I love it. If I'm sorry to the guy that watching it, if one of my people posted it on accident. Oh, and one of my people posted it. What's up, guys? How you doing? It's not. That's funny. All right, I guess we'll do a free for all this one, but next time I'll let them know. I guess they didn't know. So yeah. So what's your question?
what do you think about that meme coin which came out on that base network? Degen, it's called Degen.
I can't. I don't know. I haven't researched it. I can't
Or
answer.
your Myra. What about that Myra coin? Myria.
So yeah, it's a buy for me. I have it. I have it in my If you go to, I'm gonna delete this real quick. If you go to my um YouTube video, I made a whole YouTube video researching the heck out of
Yeah,
that. Yeah, Myro's a good coin. It's one of my buy calls.
yeah, I'm just 18. Like, I just started all about this crypto and all.
You're just starting. So if you're just starting, I recommend you get into the training modules and stuff like that, or just watch my free YouTube videos. Just watch my free YouTube videos. You'll learn a lot. If you watch the like past 10 free YouTube videos, it will give you a lot of value and it'll change your life when it comes to crypto. I believe that wholeheartedly, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm
I've
serious.
learned a lot.
I'm serious. I'm sure there's other people that give you a testimonial. I really dive deep in my trainings, like for sure. I try as hard as I can. That's why you don't see me posting that much YouTube videos. I used to post like once a day, but now I post like once a month or twice a month because when I make them, I go all out. So definitely get the value, man, if you can't afford coin picks, okay? I gotta go. Let's get the next person in here. Thank you so much for your question, and I'm sorry about the public thing, putting the link out. What's up, Marty?
All right, dog.
What's up?
We gotta get to the nitty gritty, man.
I want to
What are
know.
we picking up? We picking up Pendle? Some more mirror?
Oh yeah, that's
What
the
we getting
question.
here?
That's the best question we got. Should we buy, right? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm gonna buy. I'm probably gonna go all in. I know
You
it
gonna
sounds
unload
crazy.
another 10K clip live right now?
I'm not, no, not again. But I might do a let me delete this off Twitter, man. But I might do a what coin would I buy? I think I might buy Myra because I haven't doubled up on Myra yet. Or I just recently did, but it's like the last double up. But like Myra is like my favorite risk to reward right now. Myra is my favorite risk to reward right now because it's like the lowest in liquidity it has too much credibility. It has like it's crazy. I don't know how I found that, but I really believe when the gaming starts taking off, Myra is going to go crazy. I really believe that. And even if it doesn't, I'll find another coin by then. But Myra is my favorite risk to reward right now. Myra is my favorite. But yeah, when do I buy? Should I buy now? What do you guys think? Should I just buy right now? 8 in? Is that what you guys think? I'm not gonna buy right now. I'm not buying. I gotta be patient. I gotta feel right. All right. But yeah, I will be buying soon. I'm very confident. I will be buying soon. Um, I'll probably go all in. I'll probably go all in. And if I do, I'll have a plan to get more capital in the market fast because I don't like being all in. I want to have cash on the side. But if there's not a lot of things I know for sure, and this is one of the top of my list, is the market's going to go in a bull run in the next 200 days. I don't know when, but it will. So this dip is beautiful. It's so beautiful. So I will go hard. Just answer that. Good question. What's up, Justin?
How you,
Justin. What's
how
up,
you
man?
doing, Alex?
Chilling. What's going
Um,
on?
okay, so you said if you sell the right way, no one else will be selling, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And that when the Fed start printing money is when you're going to be selling. But when the Fed meeting comes out and they say that they're, decreasing interest rates, the smart people are going to start selling. So do you front run that decision or what's your play on that?
My play is I mean like you can't predict the Federal Reserve. So if you front run, you're gonna get wrecked. Like if you try to front run today, you would probably make a little bit of money. But I just can't play that game. I don't play that game. I'll just wait till they print. And there will be a lot of smart money that gets out, but I would say the overwhelming majority will be dumb money.
Okay. And also why I say that is because looking at your chart, it looked like once they start printing money, it's already after a large, pretty good dip.
So look at it again. So no, it's a good question. So right here, right? This one, COVID dip. If you sold right here, you would be down a lot. But see, the thing is, that's not when they start printing. They started printing here.
Mhm.
That's what-
Gotcha.
They started printing way over here. So I mean, here or here would have been great positions to get out. Because that's not my plan is to get out, but also buy back. That would have been phenomenal. That would have been a great trade. Right? Let's go look at the other one. There's a good question. A good question. This is diving deep. This one. Boom. You would have called the top, basically. Right?
Yeah.
Let's look at this one. You would have got out like pretty good, pretty decent. Pretty decent. Right? But like, let me ask you guys a question. Do you know of any other indicator that's that consistent? That's why I love it. Like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be specifics that when we get to the point of selling, like it's not going to be as black and white as, hey, Fed print, sell now. It's probably going to be a little bit deeper than that. But like it's a nice indicator. It's really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Good question. All right. Let's get through these questions. What's up? Robert, what you got?
Yo, how we doing?
What's up, man?
Not much, John. I'm just curious. What do you think about the coin Polkadot?
Oh man, I wouldn't buy that with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Last cycle, it did trash. It was bad. And it was like the most hype with the worst performance. It's like on XRP level. It's like,
Okay, okay.
yeah, I know probably people have talked the tech is great, but no one's using it.
Yeah, nobody's using it.
Yeah, so it's a flawed system in my opinion. It maybe in the future, but I don't know. I'm good. It just know it performs so bad. It performs so bad. So I look for new coins, so I'd say pass. How Moderators, can you clear up the whiteboard? I don't know how somebody got to that. The whiteboard feature. That'd be amazing. Let me see if I can figure it out too. All right, I'll answer the next question while somebody. Mark, you got it? Thank you. Yeah, somebody's whiteboarding it up over there. Hope you're having fun. I thought I disabled it. Let's see really quickly. Oh, it's annotate. Yeah, just hold that down, Mark. Thank you. Next person, let's do Molly. What's up, Molly?
Hi, everyone. I just have a question, Alex, because in one of your videos, I know somebody else also mentioned in the chat, but in one of your videos, you said that you will eventually move your stable coins into Ethereum. Can you explain your reason for that, and when do you plan on doing that?
I said okay, so let me just clarify my memory because I make a lot of videos. The first thing I said was with the 1K to 100K challenge, I moved my stables into Ethereum. That's what I did that for a fact. I put that in the CoinPix groups. And I believe the second time I might have released to the public that I might move my cash into Ethereum. Now, the reason for that, I was talking to some people and I was like, look, I don't buy Ethereum, I don't buy Bitcoin. That's not my thing. But I just thought about the hypothetical, like, why would I buy Bitcoin and Ethereum? And the reason why, the only benefit to Bitcoin and Ethereum, in my opinion, is they're guaranteed to go up. They don't go up by a lot, but they're guaranteed. Like, they're going up. If the bull market goes up, it's guaranteed. There's not a lot of things you can say guaranteed. I would say that's like very close to guaranteed. So that being said, it's kind of wise to hold your capital, your USD in Ethereum, because it's kind of safe. It's not stable, but it's kind of safe. So it kind of gives you that extra risk or that extra return, if that makes sense.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Good question. All right, Rocco, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? So I heard you talk a lot about Prime, Echelon Prime, and I'm kind of in the position where I'm trying to look for more risky plays. What is your expectation for like how much that's going to go up? You know what I mean?
Prime,
Comparatively to like altcoins.
You've heard me talk about
That are,
Prime?
yeah, Echelon Prime in your challenge, or
I
you
never
bought
talked about
Brett and Prime, I thought were your two picks.
The altcoin pick. Yeah, that's how you know I degenerated that. Yeah, so I did very little research. I just knew that it was a top coin, and I knew it was in the gaming ecosystem, and I knew they have credibility behind it, and I also knew that a lot of people were talking about it. So it was like straight up, like I told y'all, like $1,000 is 0.0001% of my money. I haven't done super research on it, but I knew that if I was wrong about this decision, which I was, I believe my portfolio is down like 10 or 20%, 10, 15%, that I would have to dive deep into researching these coins deeply and just making sure, because when I double up, because I might double up on it. I think this is my blanket statement. I think the winner altcoins of base are going to be big, like 50, 100x. Now, the winner one, like, it's very clear. Like, I was trying to move quickly, right? Like, if we come over here, let's go over the chart here. Let's look at, for example, the base ecosystem, right? Categories, base ecosystem, right? So right here, look, Echelon Prime, Brett, XLR, very straightforward. I did a little bit of research on it. I know it's legit. I know it's not a scam. It has pretty good liquidity. Look at the +2 liquidity depth. Coinbase has it, right? 171,000. So I was just like a quick like move. But potential, I haven't dove that deep yet. Good question though. I love it. Gives people good expectations. All right, what's up, Joseph? Cole, you're next. And then we'll move on. What's up, Joseph?
Hello,
What's going
how you
on?
doing?
Good. How you?
Okay. Thanks for accepting my request. I just want to ask a question on breads. What do you think on breads? The base
Again,
breads.
same situation. Like I was looking at their marketing and it's like good. It's good. They have like meme coin marketing. They're doing crazy stuff. They're probably the #1 meme coin on base ecosystem. So this is where people, okay, so how to explain it? Explain this the best way possible. Shiba Inu will do very well. Not like a crazy amount, not like its first cycle, but I believe it'll do very well. It's the biggest meme coin on the market. There's 2 big meme coins, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. They're really, really, really big, but they'll still do like a 10 to 20x. So the meme coins in general are very lucrative, but also very risky. So what people do, and I believe this is, I don't do this, and I think this is dumb. What people do is they'll go to a layer 2 like base, or they'll go to another layer 1, and they'll go for the sketchiest meme coins they could possibly get. The problem with that is that like meme coins in the first place are going to go up by the risk is too high. That's crazy risk. So all I did, my thought process was in that, again, very quick, and I was like, what's the biggest meme coin on base? So basically, I have to be right less times. So what does that mean? All I have to be right about are 2 things. That base will do well and get liquidity, and that the biggest meme coin on base will do well, meme coins in general will do well. If that happens, I will make a lot of money. It'll go up by a lot. Now, people that take on more risk, they'll be like, okay, now my sketchy, risky altcoin with low liquidity needs to be correct. That's 3 decisions, like 3 things you have to be right about. And most people are not right about anything. So I can't go that low. I'm not going that low in risk. I think that's too much risk. I'm just going to go with Brett. And so I just picked the best one. That was my thought process. Good question.
Thank you.
No problem, brother. All right. We'll do Cole. What's up, Cole? Please on lower.
Hey, hi, Alex. Yeah, really good to be here. Really appreciate your time. I've known you for a while. I really like what you do. I like how you teach things. You've given me a lot of constructive criticism. I feel like I've implemented that a little bit. Thank you very much. So regarding Mia, can you talk a little bit about your bullishness on Mia and Orbit on Blast?
Yeah, so basically, again, this is a similar situation. So I'm actually bullish on Blast. I'm bullish on Blast. So the people behind Blast are the same people that made what is it called? Friend.tech, right? And he's also made a successful NFT program, or just the second biggest NFT platform in the world, right? So this is no joke type of credibility. Like there's no joke, right? Now it took a big, massive, I was looking into it briefly. I didn't look too aggressively. I can't prove this, but I bet if I did look into it, I could prove it. They hit Blast. Some big guys in the game, they took them, they tried to take out Blast. They made their lot, like they did some liquidity things. There was definitely some issues. I've seen it all over. So I'm bullish on Blast, and I just picked the best coins on Blast. Same exact thought process. I just want to pick the biggest coins with the most liquidity that look the most legit on Blast. So I'm bullish on Blast. Hopefully I answered your question. I'll unmute you again. What's up?
Thanks. So basically you're saying you're still pretty bullish on Mia and Orbit is kind of what you're saying, right?
Yeah, you just gotta wait.
Because I put a lot into it, so I'm hoping for the best.
A lot into it? I didn't do that. So I didn't put a lot into it. I did not put a lot into it. I put less than 1% on my portfolio, just to be clear, Cole. So you gotta listen to the risk management. Risk management is more important than the actual research in a lot of cases. Like, all right. Let's do Neil. What's up, man? We'll do. Yeah, Andres, the reason I'm not answering you is because you've had like a lot of questions. Hey, Hey, Mark, can you clear that off for me?
Hey, buddy, how you been?
What's up, Neil? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just want to get your views on XRP. I know
Oh
it's been in
man,
I mean, what do you think?
XRP and Polkadot, I think XRP might be a little bit worse, is the most hyped, worst producing coin in all of crypto. That's my personal opinion.
I mean, do you not ever see XRP having like a value in real estate and stuff like that that the trillions of coins like actually have a value in different things besides like in anything. They're talking
No,
about basically no?
I genuinely don't. You know why? I'll give you the answer. Very quick, very easy answer. Liquidity. The
Yeah, I know.
liquidity.
I just think it's like if they're working with the government, like I feel like eventually, I don't know. I just feel like eventually it's like taking the ops. You know what I mean? Like
Who said they're
if
working
you
for the
can't
government?
beat,
Send me that. Put it in the
I
chat.
mean, that's what it seems like. I don't know. Just
Seems
seems
is
like
not an
every
investment strategy. Feels like is not an investment strategy. I'm just being real.
no,
The
you're right.
the money and the facts do not point to it. But I'll tell you what, they have some great storytellers.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
phenomenal. Like they're great. You know why they're great? Is because when they tell these great stories, they get a lot of likes and followers. And then when they get
Yeah,
a lot of likes
and
and
there's
followers,
I like their CEO. You know,
okay. But the
it's the
money
reason.
doesn't say that.
I mean,
The
yeah, yeah,
facts,
you're right.
I'm just being honest. How do we clear these annotations? Here we go. All right, I got it here. How do I stop people from like doing that? I'll look it up later. All right, cool. Good question.
Thank you,
But
buddy.
no, it's not a problem. I just gotta be real. Like, I'm trying to make money, man.
I was actually going to ask you about Jupiter, but I've been holding on to XRP for so long. You know what I'm
So
saying?
Jupiter is the coin on Solana, right?
Yeah. No,
So
it's
I
the
have mixed opinion about Solana. Like I believe it's trash as well. Like they go down every third Friday. Like their blockchain's really trash, like really bad. But their meme coins are crazy, and they've been making a lot of money. So I'm
yeah.
split. I'm split between that one, to be honest. I can't really say for sure about Solana. And then Jupiter is probably going to be the big. Like if Solana wins, I'm not going to lie, Jupiter will do well, like really well.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah. So it could be like okay. So for example, just to give you guys context, um, BNB was the second most producing percentage increase coin in the world last cycle. The third one, or no, I'm sorry, BNB was the third best producing. The second one was Cake, which Cake is the DEX on Binance Smart Chain. So that Cake did better than Binance Smart Chain, which is crazy. So if Solana wins, Jupiter will do well. It's probably already doing well too. They probably made some money off of that. So that's kind of my response there. I'm just split because I don't like the Solana ecosystem. I just don't. It's bad. DRTs, what's up, brother? What's up, DRTs?
Yo, what's up, my brother? God bless you.
How you doing, man? God bless you too. What's
What's
up,
going
man?
on? What's
How you
going
doing?
on?
Chilling, man. What's up?
But
What question?
I'm here feeding my baby, bro.
Hey, yo, he's feeding his baby and he's getting
He's
the crypto.
here, he's here. Nah, I just wanted to say, look into Rocky. It's a meme coin on base. I faded it when it was like 100K market cap because there's just a lot of rugs going on. So I was like, But I initially moved over some money that I had and I got in at about 500. No, it was at a 5 million market cap. It's sitting at 25. I think it'll do a good run to at least 100 million. Look into Rocky.
Why? Why do you think that?
So the dev on that actually has he has another platform. It's like a crypto gambling and it's actually very successful. He's rewarded people Bitcoins, Ethereum. There's proof of it. I myself have tried it and I've gotten money from it. And so he actually just released this token probably like 2 or 3 days ago. So within 2 days, it went from he put up So I think he started, the market cap was at 33K, and then it jumped up to 5 million within 2 days. And then it's just been on a crazy bull run. But I do remember what you said: the harder it pumps, the harder it dumps. But man, this thing ain't stopping right now. So
I would take
my
profit.
target,
I would
come
take
again?
profit.
Oh
Based
yeah,
off of
yeah.
what you told me, I would take profit, bro.
I've taken some profit. So whatever is left is just, I'm just kind of like writing it out and
Okay. All right.
look into Rocky. And then they're gonna release that same guy. He's gonna release on a token for that crypto gambling platform. It's gonna be called
So
it's
if I can't follow, like I can't do the gambling because like you had a question on a person's character if they're gambling. If they're a CEO that made a gambling platform, likely they're gambling on other things in their life, and I just
right.
can't follow. I can't follow leadership that gambles.
10-4. I'm with you 100%. I just invested on the on the meme coin, and then I started looking into it, and then that's when I felt I stumbled across that.
Run it up. If you ask me, get out now and get
Amen.
professional with your strategy. That's what I would
Amen.
do. All right,
Amen.
bro. Have a
All right,
good
brother.
one. All right, Manuel, what's up, man? All right, we're gonna finish up this, guys, and then I want to get back into finishing up the research. Okay,
Hey
so
man,
what's up?
I miss these live Q&As back in the inner circle. So you were talking about the base ecosystem and everything, and the percentage that you have in bread and that, and I just want to know what's your thoughts on Axelar in terms of percentages, and if it's a coin that you feel more secure to invest rather compared to, for example, the meme coins on Blast.
Oh yeah, okay. So have you watched Masterclass?
Yes, I almost finished, and I know that, and I saw the video about the Daxelar. I saw the video about the I almost finished the masterclass, but
So just I'll briefly answer you, but just if you want me to answer it deeper, this is the video right here. Portfolio allocation, how to build your portfolio. I break down exactly the risk in each coin and what I believe in and what the risks are and how to even manage the risk, like how to pick what risk is, you know what I mean? So that will give you the best answer. But long story short, yeah, Myra is extremely high risk. I only put 1% of my portfolio. Axelar, I put a heftier.
medium. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like you already know, like Axelar for sure. The percentage increase, I don't know. Like I don't know that. Price predictions I can guess, but that takes a lot of research, and then usually it's wrong because it's just a guess. So I just don't know.
The question was the percentage of your money
portfolio?
allocation. Yeah,
I think I put like 2%.
Yeah, 2%. Okay.
If I remember correctly, I put like 2% of my portfolio.
Yeah. Okay, and that was the question because of the research that I did. I found Axelar very interesting, Myra as well, and I'm just looking almost every day. I don't know why, and I had that question, but it's fine.
Nice.
I bought a nice dip. I'm in green, so it's great to see, and I'm just seeing where the market is going, and I have money waiting, just seeing.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Just be patient, man. Be patient. A lot of this is
yeah. Love. Thank you.
All right, Andreas, what's up, man?
Okay, thank you, Alex. I have 3 quick questions. The first one is, do you have any thoughts on the Pepe meme coin?
It's the biggest meme coin, newest meme coin that I've seen. It's like Shiba. It's like, yeah. It's one of the top like blue chip.
That's what. Do you have any insight? Like, do you invest?
I haven't researched it like that. No.
Oh, cool to know. The second question is, do you have talking about getting on link? Do you have any insight, or do you are going to double down anything in Blast? In the
You'll see
Blast.
it as it comes. So those questions, I can't anticipate it until it comes.
Okay.
Then people get misled. Like I'll be like,
Okay.
oh, I might buy it in the next week, and then they buy it now and they get wrecked, and then they blame me. I can't do that.
I understand. And the first question is, there's a little bit more of profound question. even we know that there is a high risk, high reward, even with that in knowledge, do you really think that there is any chance of like really getting wrecked like $0 in if we only get advantage of the bull run?
I'm sorry, your question was, do you believe what?
Sorry. Sorry if my English is not the best.
It's okay.
Okay. In even with the knowledge that there's a high risk, high reward on like Blast ecosystem, do you have like any thoughts or any thoughts that we really can get wrecked? Like if we
Yeah.
okay.
If you gamble and you go all in on Blast and you like, there's a reason why I put 0.01% of my portfolio. There could be a chance where Blast goes to 0.
Okay.
If there, and I feel bad, but it's the truth. Like,
no, it's okay.
Everybody here got to follow the whole strategy. You can't take a piece of what I do and then blame me. So what I did is I went into a high risk play, extremely high risk play, that it was like if there was a coin in my portfolio that I believe can go to 0, Blast ecosystem ones are. Like that's the only one. I believe every other one's going to do well.
Okay.
But is it going to go to 0? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. If I had to bet, I think it would be fine. Hence,
Okay.
my bet.
That's
Bet.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. I understand. Thank you, man. It's actually I
Good
am
job,
getting
man.
a lot of value,
At
man.
least he speaks up. People are not speaking up, man. Speak up. Speak up. Joseph, last question, and I'm gonna jump into the market a little bit. What's up?
So I wanted to ask if you've heard of this coin, Punky on Solana.
So the coin asking thing, I can't research them. We're gonna have a whole Q&A for that. I can't, like, it's too much. Because if I say something, then people will make investment decisions, and I haven't like thoroughly researched it, and it's like it's counterproductive. I can't. I haven't looked into that coin. Okay.
Okay, I just said that because they grow on social media, because on Instagram, currently I started following them at 55K. They keep growing daily. They keep getting popular daily. So this is why I asked, maybe it might be
everything. So the coin suggestions. So I'm gonna announce this now. I'm gonna answer your question. Okay, I promise. So a lot of people show me coins. A lot of people tell me like, hey, here's this coin, here's it. So what we're doing is we're putting in a system into CoinPix. And in this system, you'll be able to show me a coin. You'll be able to research it. You'll be able to give me the coin. You'll show me why it's doing well, why it's going to do bad, all the things. And I'll be able to look over your research via my strategy, right? So you have to use my strategy. If you guys are going to ask me, I don't like it. You got to come to me like, yo, Alex, I got this coin and it has this, that, and the third. Like, just because a coin went up in price does not mean that's thorough research. So a lot of people ask me this. So this is like, I don't know if you came from Instagram, but usually everybody in CoinPix knows this. But I can't say yes. Just like I have a system. Like, there's a lot of reasons why a coin goes up. And like even one metric could be going up, but then the other one could suck. So you have to follow the system. And if the system's like green light, then you get my attention. If the system says green light, you get my attention and we can go deeper. But until that's, I mean, you like we got to wait till that's established. That should be done in like the next week or two. So hopefully I answer your question. I cannot answer the coin thing. Can't, because too many people get wrecked. Too many people lose a lot of money. So let's just jump in really quickly. I want to finish this up. I want to talk about the super cycle really quickly. Altcoins, and just this is a long Q&A, guys. A long live stream, but we'll just jump into this briefly. So the last thing I wanted to jump into, first off, like this is a great piece of news, right? Robinhood. We see the mainstream adoption. So like we had that news about like the US government like cracking down on DeFi transactions, and then we see things like this. This is what I was trying to explain to you guys, is that yes, they're cracking down, but at the same time, like crypto's moving forward and they know that. They can't stop everything, right? So look, enables crypto purchases via Robinhood, right? Robinhood Connect. Robinhood's one of the biggest, centralized exchanges. I think it is the biggest. I think it might be bigger than Coinbase. So these things are happening. Don't listen to the news. Don't listen to the noise. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is the Bitcoin dominance chart. Now, this chart is basically when this goes down, that means Bitcoin's losing dominance. When this chart goes up, that means Bitcoin's gaining dominance. And what we have here is the blue lines. And the blue lines are the Bitcoin halving. So if you can see right here, very simple, straightforward, and I try to explain this as much as I possibly can. I will not stop saying it until everybody in the world knows this. We have about 200 days till Bitcoin loses dominance, right? 266 days. And when Bitcoin loses money, all of that money floods into altcoins. And this is extremely predictable. Everybody's looking at the Bitcoin halving. I'm looking at the altcoin cycle. That's all I care about. So we have about 200 days till Bitcoin loses dominance right there. And if we look over here, same thing, 238 days. That's the sweet spot. Anywhere from 200 to 300 days from this Bitcoin halving, we're going to see altcoins lose dominance. It could happen before, it could happen a little bit later, but it's a good rule of measure. So it's going to be something like this. So if we go over here and we go right over here, let's just say 250 just to keep it nice. We're talking about the beginning of 2025. We're going to see something like boom. And when that happens, altcoins get liquidity. And what does that look like? So I have these charts here that we've created. This is basically the Bitcoin halving. I've talked about this before, but I wanted to break it down a little bit. This is the Bitcoin halving. Look it. It's like I made this for you guys so you can see it. Visualizations. I want you to see it, man. I like look at Bitcoin. It's topping out. Look what happens to the altcoins. Right? The liquidity moves from Bitcoin to the altcoins. And it happens, and look at that. It's just stupid. It's like crazy. $30 million from $1,000, right? Again, BNB, same thing. This is, okay, by the way, there's a Excel spreadsheet where I'm basically finding the biggest percentage return. So like, okay, so let me break this down a little bit deeper. Let's go deeper. So if you go to coinmarketcap.com, this website right here, okay, that everybody looks at, by the way, the biggest people, like they have the most traffic out of any other cryptocurrency website in the world. So this is AKA mainstream media. Mainstream media comes on over to this website and they're like, oh, this coin's the best because it's at the top of the list. Because the market cap says it's at the top of the list. But market cap is a formula, and market cap is price times circulating supply. So that's pretty much irrelevant for us. This is irrelevant. It really is. The only reason I use this website is simply to get data and research. So I'll be like, oh, I want to look at this coin over here, or whatever, Metaverse X. I want to get the contract address. That's all I care about. Because this ranking is literally misleading. What if I made one of these websites, and I think I will in the future. I did make a version of this at one point. We took it down, but I'm probably going to put it back up. I would rank it by percentage increase. So this is that website. These are the top earning coins by percentage increase, which is the only thing relevant to us making money. Do you guys understand that? Who doesn't understand this? I need you to understand this. Hold on, let me pull up in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you do not understand what I'm saying right now. Put a 1 in the chat. Let's see. Oh, we got one person. Just say yes, Alex. Yeah, okay, you guys get it. Okay, good. Okay. That's the only thing that matters is percentage increase. I got to say it 1,000 times. So for us, like I wish somebody just made it. That's why I want to do it. I want to just make a website to where it gives you the actual data that we actually need, like for real. Dex Tools and Dex Screener, they're getting there. Like they're pretty cool. And there's some other places, but like there's a reason I manually put this together. We manually put this together because we wanted to make sure that we knew what was going on for real. And so if you look at this is the top 10 in 2021 cycle. So these green ones are the ones that we're looking at. So BNB here, look, Bitcoin tops out, altcoins increase. Cake, Bitcoin tops out, altcoins increase. I mean, it's the same thing. Dogecoin. People thought Elon Musk promoted Dogecoin. Yes, he did, but it didn't start the big boom. It didn't start the big boy boom. The big boy boom was from Bitcoin topping out. That's when things went crazy, right? Gala Games, look at that. This was the second cycle. So this is like the first one topped out, then Gala Games came into the mix, and then the second top, it went crazy. Look how predictable this is. If there's one thing that you guys will get from me forever is you will get predictable and consistent data. Stuff that's like undeniable. Like you can go and watch YouTube all you want and go look at these random like charts and like Picasso drawing lines on a, but it's not predictable. It's not consistent. It doesn't lead to any clarity. There's no clarity in your investment process when you see a whole bunch of people drawing lines on a chart. There's no clarity. It leaves you more confused than when you went in. Tell me if I'm wrong. For real. I'm not trying to be prideful. I'm just being straight up. There's a reason. Like, I literally thought about this. I'm like, okay, how do I clearly communicate to myself what the results in this market is? Like, what is the results? What is the truth? Right? What's the realness? Like, for real, bro. Like, that's how you guys got to get with your research. Don't confirm your thought process. Don't like confirm your cognitive bias because you have money in it. Don't do that. That's the wrong thing. Find the clarity. What's the truth? Even if you don't find the truth, just a search builds character. It builds faith and character in crypto. Find the truth. This is the truth, right? This one is an older coin. This is XMR. So this is privacy. But you notice it's very correlated to the Bitcoin movements, right? So in this case, the liquidity didn't come out. This is an older coin, though. This is from 2016. But the newer coins, they all follow that same thing. Look at Phantom. Phantom, Bitcoin tops out, Phantom takes off, right? This is what we need. Quant, Bitcoin tops off, Quant takes off. It's consistent. Rune, Bitcoin tops off, Rune takes off. Now, if we look, Shiba, last one, Bitcoin tops off, altcoins take out, right? And if we go over here to the actual 2021 gainers, like these are the top 10 guys. You hear what I'm saying? Like, this is the data that you need, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to analyze the living heck out of everything that has to do with these coins. I'm going to know these coins like the back of my hand. I'm going to know why they popped off. I'm going to know why they dumped. I'm going to know who was involved, every single person, and I'm going to literally profile them. And I'm going to find them on the blockchain, and I'm going to hound them down. What are they buying now? What are they buying now? I want to know. That's where I'm going next. So that's what you guys get in the future. I think this was a great live stream. Let me stop sharing. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it was a great live stream? It was phenomenal. You guys have any questions? All right. Man, I'm about to lose my voice. I'm about to lose my voice over here. All right. So if you're in CoinPix, this is for CoinPix only. Please do not, I know there's some people in here that are not from CoinPix, but if you're in CoinPix, all right, please do me a favor and fill out this feedback survey. I got a feedback survey. I want to make sure you guys are accommodated. I want to make sure everybody's smooth and everybody's happy. Hold on one second. Let me find it real quick. Google Forms. Wow, drew a blank there. And this feedback survey, don't share links. I'm going to share links. It's my links. My links are good. Let me get started here. Hold on. Google Forms. I just had it too. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let's knock out the questions right now, and we'll finish this live stream up. Thank you, YouTube, for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys want your questions answered moving forward, all you have to do is join my communities. The link will be in the bio. I have CoinPix Army and CoinPix Inner Circle. If you go to coinpixinnercircle.com, you can buy whatever you want. You don't have to buy either because as you can see, we have a live stream. I'm trying to help as many people as I possibly can. But if you want to get closely accommodated, meaning as you pay me more money, I get closer to you and help you more. It's as simple as that. I mean, you could call that a scam all you want, but my time is worth money because it's finite, right? Finite time is very important to me. So yes, I do charge for it, unfortunately, or fortunately, I say, fortunately for you. So we can all make money together, right? So all you have to do is head over to coinpixinnercircle.com. I am ending the YouTube live stream. I'll be answering questions with my team here. CoinPix, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.